academic procession.
And leading the Student Union Executive is the Deputy Registrar, Student Affairs Division, Mr. Olugbenga Sadiku.
Mr. Olugbenga Sadiku leads the members of the Student Union to the 29th and 30th Convocation Ceremony of the Lagos State University. Members of the Student Union, leaders, they are here. They have been led by the Senior Deputy Registrar, Mr. Olugbenga Sadiku.
And leading the alumni is the Deputy Registrar, Alumni Relations, Mr. Adeyombo Alagbe. Alumni Relations, leading the alumni is the Deputy Registrar, Alumni Relations, Mr. Adeyombo Alagbe.
Mr. Adeyombo Alagbe leads the alumni relations. Mrs. Adjose leads members of Senate. Mrs. Adjose.
Leading the Congregation Secretariat is the Principal Assistant Registrar, Mr. Odunlami Nasir. And leading the members of Senate is the Deputy Registrar Senate, Mrs. Bosede Adjose.
Mrs. Bosede Adjose leads the members of the Senate to this great convocation ceremony.
Members of the Senate being led by the Deputy Registrar, Senate, Mrs. Bosede Adjose.
The academic procession for the 29th and 30th Convocation ongoing.
And leading the members of Senate who are not members of the Governing Council is the Deputy Registrar, Senate Division, Mrs. Bosede Adjose.
Mrs. Miruoma, Senior Deputy Registrar, Exams and Records.
Leading Deans of Faculty, Schools,
and
Postgraduate School, and the Provost, Lagos State University College of Medicine.
Mrs. Abiodun Miruoma,
Senior Deputy Registrar,
leads
the Exams and Records Division.
Faculty Deans, College, and also Schools. The Senior Deputy Registrar, Exams and Records, Mrs. Abiodun Miruoma, lead Faculty Deans, College, and School.
And we have the Senior Deputy Registrar, Lagos State University Postgraduate School, Mr. Samuel Otesonya, leading principal officers of other universities.
Mr. Samuel Otesonya, Senior Deputy Registrar, also leads the principal officers of other invited universities. We have the Dean Postgraduate School coming up, Professor Ibrahim Olataju, and also distinguished Professor Olaoluwa Okunaye.
Mr. Samuel Otesonya, Senior Deputy Registrar, Postgraduate School, leading principal officers of other universities. And leading the members of the Governing Council, the University Governing Council, is the Deputy Registrar of Council Matters, Mr. Oladele Olorunfunmi.
Mr. Oladele Olorunfunmi. Ladies, members.
Leading the members of the University Governing Council, the Bossa and the University Librarian.
We have
Mr. Oladele Olorunfunmi.
We also
and
have
leading all the principal officers of this great institution is the University Registrar, Mr. Emmanuel A. Fanu.
Mr. Emmanuel A. Fanu, late members of Lagos State University principal officers. We have the Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration behind him, Professor Oluwatoyin Ayokunle Enikomeyi.
And also we have the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics, Professor Oseni Taiwo Afisi, FSPSP.
Vice Chancellor of the Lagos State University, distinguished Professor Ibiyemi Ibilola Olatunji Bello.
And we have the Pro-Chancellor of Lagos State University Governing Council, the Chairman, Lagos State University Governing Council, Mr. Babatunde Ogala, SAN.
We have the Chancellor here, His Royal Majesty, Oba Olufolari Ogunsonwo,
And we have
Doctor of Arts, Honoris Causa, KP.
And we have the Honorable Commissioner for Ministry of Tertiary Education, Honorable Tolani Sule. And the Deputy Governor of Lagos State University, Dr. Kadri Amzat.
Also, we have the Visitor to Lagos State University and the Governor of Lagos State, His Excellency,
Mr.
Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu. National
Anthem, the last.
O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
The Honorable Commissioner for Tertiary Education, Lagos State, Honorable Tolani Sule, and other members of Lagos State Executive Council here present. Body of permanent secretaries, former members of the Lagos State Executive Council here present, the Executive Secretary, Tertiary Education Trust Fund, Third Fund, who is also ably represented here by Engineer Taiwo Lukman, our own Chancellor. Chancellor, sir. Oba, His Royal Majesty Oba Olufolari Olukayode Ogunsonwo, Diat honoris causas J.P. Telade the Fourth, the Alara of Ilara Kingdom, Nepe Division. Adia Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Babatunde Ogala, SAN, OFR. Our own Vice Chancellor, Distinguished Professor Ibiyemi Ibilola Olatunji, MNI, NPOM. The Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics, Professor Oseni Taiwo Afisi. The Deputy Vice Chancellor, Administration, Professor Oluwatoyin Ayokunle Enikomeyin. The University Bursar, Mr. Olabisi Ibrahim Yusuf, FCA. The University Librarian, Dr. Omawumi Orishagomi Makinde. Our dear distinguished honorary awardees. 1, Mr. Akin Kekereku, OFR. Mrs. Harriet Ann Omobolanle Bola Adeshola. Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON. His Royal Majesty the Ayangunran of Ikorodu, Oba Engineer Kabir Adewale Sotobi. His Royal Majesty the Oba Oniba Ekun of Iba Kingdom. Oba Dr. Sulaiman Adeshino Raji Ashade the First. The Oloto of Oto Kingdom, Oba Galib Adeniyi Rufai Adeife the First. His Royal Majesty Oba Sulaiman Ogun Oloko the Oluwaya of Iwaya Yaba. We also have His Royal Majesty Oba Bolaji Alowole Elemuren of Emuren. His Royal Majesty Oba Engineer Monsuru Abimbola Oladega the Olu of Agboyi. His Royal Majesty Dr. Oba Sejro Olalekan James the Aholu of Kweme Kingdom in Badagry. His Royal Majesty Oba Josiah Olarewaju Ile Mobade Aino, the Oloto of Oto Awori. His Royal Majesty the Agano of Agamade, the National Commissioner and the CEO, NDCP Vincent Olatunji. We also have in our midst Dr. Mojudin Abidemi Aberejo, the Akeson of Akeson. We also have the Olorogun Dr. Sonny Olorunso Kuku, the Ogbeni Oja of Ijebu land. Vice Chancellors of other universities and head of tertiary institutions and other principal officers of other institutions here present. Distinguished professors of this university here present, the provost of our College of Medicine, deans and directors here present, other members of the University Senate, executive leaders of our staff unions and members.
The university will award doctorate degrees to students of the faculties of Arts, Communications and Media Studies, Education, Engineering, Law, Management Sciences, Science, Social Sciences, School of Transport and Logistics, Center for Environmental Studies and Sustainable Development, CSED, African Center of Excellence for Innovative and Transformative Education, Center for Peace and Security Studies, and College of Medicine, who successfully completed the programs in the 2024-2025 and 2025-2026 academic sections. The university will also confer honorary doctorate degrees on deserving Nigerians who have distinguished themselves in different areas. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor. Our Chancellor, a round of applause for our Chancellor, His Royal Majesty, Oba Olufolarin Olukayode Ogunsanwo Telade IV. Please let us appreciate him the more. Chancellor, sir. Chancellor, with your permission and honor, I would love to invite you again to address the convocation for the conferment of this stated award. Thank you, Chancellor, sir.
Thank you. The Executive Governor of Lagos State and visitor to the Lagos State University, His Excellency Mr. Babajide Olushola Aduragbemi Sanwo-Olu, CON. His Excellency the Deputy Governor of Lagos State and his amiable wife, Dr. Obafemi Kadri Hamzat, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat Kekere-Ekun, GCON, and her amiable husband, who is one of our honorary degree awardees today. For want of time, I want to recognize His Imperial Majesty, the Ooni of Ife, Oba Dr. Adeyeye Enitan Babatunde Ogunwusi Ojaja II, CFR. And I would like to use him to recognize all my royal fathers and brothers that are here today. You are all highly recognized, please. Kábíyèsí Ayangunre, Kábíyèsí Oníbàẹ̀kùn, Kábíyèsí, I recognize you all. Thank you. The Chairman, House Committee on Tertiary Education, Honorable Owolabi Ajani. The Commissioner for Tertiary Education, Honorable Tolani Sule, and other members of the Lagos State Executive Council here present. I would also like to recognize the body of permanent secretaries that are here. The Pro-Chancellor of Lasu, Mr. Babatunde Ogala, SAN OFR. The Vice-Chancellor, Distinguished Professor Ibiyemi Ibilola Olatuji Bello, MNI NPON. And I would like to use the Vice-Chancellor to recognize all the other principal officers of this citadel of learning. Our honorary awardees of today, not forgetting the Chief of Staff to the Governor of Lagos State and the Secretary to the State Government, our world-class students, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is with absolute joy, deep humility, and profound gratitude to the Almighty God that I welcome you all to the grand finale of the combined 29th and 30th Convocation Ceremonies of Lagos State University. Today marks the pinnacle of our Convocation Week. We are gathered here for a truly momentous occasion, the the conferment of academic and professional doctorate and honorary degrees upon individuals who have pushed the boundaries of knowledge, leadership, and public service. I am immensely delighted to welcome the Executive Governor of Lagos State and visitor to the university, Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu. To our midst today, Mr. Governor, your presence here today is a powerful testament to your administration's unwavering commitment to the growth of education in Lagos State and your deep affection for Lasu. Permit me to once again express my profound gratitude to you and your cabinet, your decision to appoint me as the 6th Chancellor of Lagos State University, which was a demonstration of confidence for which I remain deeply grateful. But beyond the appointment itself, I appreciate your administration's continuing recognition that education is not simply an expenditure, it is an investment in the future of Lagos. We thank you for your continuous support, which has anchored our progress steadily. It is particularly noteworthy to make mention of your visionary Teams Plus agenda, which explicitly recognizes the centrality of human capital development, education, technology, infrastructure, and economic growth to the future of Lagos. As an institution, we are fully aligned with this vision. LASU must and will remain one of the state's strongest engines for achieving these vital developmental objectives. My appreciation also goes to my distinguished predecessor, Professor Bolaon Elias, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, the 5th Chancellor of the university, as well as all previous chancellors of the university, for setting a high standard of leadership. I also extend my warmest regards to the Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Babatunde Ogala, SAN, and members of the Governing Council, the Vice-Chancellor, and the principal officers, members of Senate, staff, students, and our esteemed alumni. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, today's ceremony holds a unique, historic, and deeply personal significance for me. Not only do I have the honor of presiding over this assembly as your 6th Chancellor, but also stand before you today as a fellow celebrant. By the grace of God, I am graduating today with a professional doctorate degree, a Doctor of Business Administration from this great institution. Thank you. To our academic and professional doctorate graduates, my fellow classmates and scholars, I congratulate you. Earning a PhD or a professional doctorate is a monumental feat. It signifies that you have transitioned from being consumers of knowledge to creators of solutions. Under the visionary leadership of our Vice Chancellor, distinguished Professor Biyemi Ibilola Olatunji Bello, has deliberately positioned itself as a research-driven citadel. Our landmark achievements, including being the sole Southwest beneficiary of a 3 billion naira TED Fund grant for the Center of Excellence in Artificial Intelligence, Robotics, and Cyber Sciences, prove that the degree you hold today carries immense contemporary weight. The world is waiting for your expertise. Use your advanced knowledge to solve the complex economic, social, and technological challenges facing our state and our nation. Today, we also bestow prestigious honors of this university upon exceptional citizens through the award of honorary doctorate degrees. These awards are not given lightly. The Governing Council, on the recommendation of the University Senate, confers these honors only upon individuals who have spent their lives building society, creating opportunities, and displaying exemplary leadership. Our honorees are Mr. Akinkekere Ekun, OFR, a two-time Pro-Chancellor of this university, who is being recognized for his contributions to educational development, public service, and progress. The second honoree is Mrs. Harriet Ann Omobalanle Adeshola, the chairman of EcoBank. As she's been recognized for her significant contributions to economic growth, inclusion, and sustainable development in Lagos State and Nigeria. And the third honoree is no less a person than Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON, a world-renowned business magnate who is being recognized for his entrepreneurial excellence across Nigeria and the African continent. To our eminent honorees, we have set a touring standard for our community. We are deeply proud to formally induct you into the Lagos State University family. And to our world-class staff, academic and non-academic, I commend your academic stewardship. You have mentored, challenged, and refined the highest tier of manpower our state and nation possess. Your dedication ensures that the academic currency of Lasu remains strong and globally competitive. As your Chancellor and fellow alumnus, I pledge my absolute commitment to working alongside the visitor, the governing council, management, and all stakeholders to ensure that Lagos State University continues to be a shining beacon of academic excellence and societal transformation. Congratulations to all my fellow graduates. Thank you, and may God bless Lagos State University. May God bless Lagos State, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you all.
Thank you, dear Chancellor. A round of applause again for our Chancellor, please. Chancellor, sir, may I, on your permission and with the honor, you invite the Pro-Chancellor of this institution, Mr. Babatunde Ogala, SAN, OFR, to address the convocation. Pro-Chancellor, sir.
Thank you. Please, kindly let me adopt the protocol as has been established. But, Mr. Visitor, sir, in so doing, as a lawyer, I cannot but bow to the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Honorable Justice Kekere Ekun. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it indeed gives me a great pleasure as the Pro-Chancellor to welcome all of us to this special convocation, the 29th and 30th combined convocation of our university. I want to specially, sir, welcome again the visitor to his institution. And in so doing, I want to also note that this convocation is the first, both by me and our Chancellor. It is also particularly significant that we are having the rare honor and privilege of having our Chancellor also as a graduate. And perhaps one of the very few instances, I don't know if I've ever seen any, where a sitting traditional ruler in this country still created the time to pursue further education and read up to PhD level. On behalf of the Council, I also welcome all our majesties. And as the Governing Council reflects on the progress of the university under our Vice Chancellor, hardworking lady. Milord, she calls herself SAN, and they call her Senior Abiamo of Nigeria. Distinguished Professor Olatunji Bello. Under our leadership, our institution has continued to grow and has been well positioned. Today, in the Committee of Universities in this country, our university is the most sought after university. It's the first university of choice. We know that other universities, in fact, I read a report where at the National Universities Commission level, they wondered that we were able to jump from number 10 to number 2 and number 3 within a short time. We have equally demonstrated strong commitment to fostering partnership. And I wish to note that in the past 8 months or thereabout of us being on this council, we have challenged ourselves to research. We take cognizance of the unique position of Lagos State as the maritime and aviation hub of West Africa, and we are resolved that we must leverage on that. And we have challenged ourselves as a university to continuously research into those areas. Of course, with the support of our governor, I can say that before long, we shall be running some aviation courses here. And before long, we shall be able to come with blueprints on how we can assist this country in the area of blue economy. We have also expanded our capacity, and I'm also happy to report that we have just recently entered into a strategic partnership with the University of Illinois in Chicago, where we just signed a partnership agreement where our students, lecturers, and research institutions shall have reason to collaborate, and we shall see this as we also go along to explore more of those opportunities. Let me say to the recipients of the academic and professional doctorate, I congratulate you all. Our Chancellor, I congratulate you and one of our graduating students. It is certainly a combination of your years of rigorous study, research, intellectual inquiry, discipline, and perseverance that has seen you thus far. Your achievement is therefore not merely a personal milestone, it is an addition to the intellectual capital of the university and indeed our state and our country and the larger society. We urge you to regard the doctorate degrees that you are being conferred with today not as the conclusion of your academic journey, but as an invitation to deeper intellectual engagement and greater responsibility. We also acknowledge the families, friends, colleagues of institutions that have supported us thus far and indeed supported the recipients of today. To our distinguished recipients of honorary doctorate degrees, Mr. Kinkikireku, I must say Mr. Kinkikireku has been one of my biggest backbone and supporter in this journey as Pro-Chancellor of this university. I've tapped so much from his experience being a two-term Pro-Chancellor himself. Thank you very much, and I congratulate you. My sister, Mrs. Harriet Bola Adeshola, I also congratulate you. Well deserved, and we followed you. So the man we call the Lagos boy, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON. I call him Lagos boy because by his own admission, everything he has been, he made in Lagos, and Lagos made him. So I call him a Lagos boy. And like he said, when we approached him, he said, in fact, Lasu is one university that he personally owes because he owes a lot of what he is to Lagos State. I congratulate you, Alhaji Aliko Dangote Jesuren. The Lagos State University, in honoring these esteemed Nigerians, is not only celebrating their individual achievements, but also highlighting the values of excellence, service, leadership, innovation, and commitment to societal development. We trust that this recognition will further strengthen your association with Lagos State University and inspire continued collaboration with the university. Mr. Governor, sir, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, your council remains committed to preserving peace, stability, and progress that continue to define Lagos State University. In this way, sir, I must also thank my colleagues on the Governing Council, the University Senate, and indeed the entire university for their selflessness, commitment, and service to the university. We shall continue to work collaboratively with our visitor, Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, management, students, and students, and all stakeholders to consolidate on the gains. Once again, sir, I congratulate all the recipients of academic and professional doctorate degrees, as well as honorary doctorate degrees, and also wish to express our profound appreciation to our visitor, Mr. Governor, Mr. Selibu, for honoring this occasion and being here with us, and to all our distinguished guests, families, friends, and stakeholders for joining us in celebrating this important milestone. May Almighty God bless your achievements, guide all our future endeavors, and continue to bless Lagos State University, Lagos State, and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I thank you all. Thank you, and thank you.
Thank you, Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Babatunde Ogala. A round of applause again for him. Thank you so very much. We are grateful. Thank you. On that note, I'd love to quickly recognize the presence of the JAM Registrar, Professor Segun Aino, who is ably represented here by Mr. Abdulrahman Hakim, Professor. He's a professor, not Mr. Professor Abdulrahman Hakim. Thank you so much for joining us. We equally have joined us today Alhaji Abimbola Jokonde, the first executive governor, the wife to the first executive governor of Lagos State. Thank you so very much, man. Chancellor, sir. On that note, I'd love to now invite those universities and institutions who have sent in congratulatory message and goodwill to Lagos State University on this occasion to come forward and present their goodwill message in no particular order, please. Quickly, 2-3 minutes for us to do that, please. Vice Chancellors of other institutions. Thank you very much. Thank you. much. A round of applause for all our friends, our dear well-wishers, vice chancellors, and other heads of tertiary institutions. We appreciate you. We are grateful to you for honoring us with your presence. May the Lord be with you and your institutions. Thank you. Next, Chancellor, sir, may I have your permission and the honor to now invite the Vice Chancellor, Distinguished Professor Ibiyemi Ibilola Olatunji Bello, MNI, FNLI, FSPSP, NPOM, to now address the convocation. Vice Chancellor, ma.
Chancellor and visitors, sir, I would like to sing the usual song, Lasu. Lasu na helele, all graduates should stand up and dance. Today is your day. Lasu na helele, lasu na waya.
No 99, BC they pass BC, oh aya, Lasu oh pass.
Student Union President and his team. Mr. Governor, sir, also our dear visitor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Dr. Obafemi Hamzat. Mr. Governor, sir, because the registrar has laid and established the protocol for this convocation, I wish that you will kindly allow me to adopt that protocol. Thank you, sir. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Governor, sir, on behalf of the Chancellor, Council, Senate, management, staff, and students of Lagos State University, I am delighted to welcome you to the grand finale of our 29th and 30th Convocation Ceremonies, a joint celebration of the 2024-2025 and 2025-2026 academic sessions. I most respectfully welcome all our honorees, guests, royal fathers, graduating students, family, and friends to Lagos State University, the most sought-after university in Nigeria, for 2 consecutive years. Mr. Governor, sir, permit me a moment of personal reflection before I proceed. This is my 5th consecutive convocation as Vice Chancellor of this great institution. And it is also my final convocation in this office. In less than 1 month from today, I will formally vacate this seat, bringing to a close a chapter of my life that has been the most demanding, the most fulfilling, and the most humbling of my entire career. I thank you, Mr. Governor, from the depths of my heart for the singular honor of having been entrusted with the leadership of this great institution. Whatever Lasu has become in these 5 years, it became so because you gave me the platform, the confidence, and the unwavering support to build it. That gratitude will remain with me long after I have left office. Mr. Governor, sir, the week-long activities of this joint convocation ceremony commenced on Wednesday, 12th August 2026, with a convocation press conference held at the Senate chamber of our Senate building. And it was later followed by the convocation sports competition for staff at the Lasu Sports Center. On Thursday, 13th August, we marked our staff celebration day at the Bubamara Auditorium here. It was a joyous occasion where our dear staff came dressed to celebrate the rich diversity of their individual tribes and heritage. A fitting tribute to the many hands and cultures that make this university whole. On Friday, 14th August, we held our coconut breaking and cultural day at the Badagry Gate entrance. That's the main gate, the Ojo Gate. It was a cherished tradition organized by our Alumni Association, followed by our convocation Jumat service at the University Mosque. Mr. Governor, sir, kindly permit me to note with particular pride a historic first in the story of this convocation season. On Monday, 17th August, for the very first time in the over 40-year history of Lagos State University, we held a convocation ceremony at our Ekpe campus. At the Olatunji Bello Auditorium, where diplomas, first degrees, postgraduate diplomas, and master's degrees in engineering and agricultural sciences were conferred. Alongside the elevation of Professor Rafiu Olaoluwa Okuneye and my humble self to the rank of distinguished professor. This was not a small gesture. For too long, our Ekpe campus operated in the shadow of the main campus. That we brought the full pomp, dignity, and celebration of convocation to Ekpe. This year is, I believe, a fitting symbol of the inclusive growth this administration has always pursued. On Tuesday, 18th August, we held our convocation lecture at the Buba Mara Auditorium here, followed immediately by the award of other diplomas, first degrees, postgraduate diplomas, and master's degree. This year's convocation lecture, titled From Lasu to the World, Harnessing the Nigerian Diaspora as the 7th region for national development, was delivered by Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa, D.Art Honoris Causa, Chairman and Chief Executive of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM. And the lecture was chaired by Honorable Tasil Wale Raji, member representing Ekpe Federal Constituency, Federal House of Representatives. I thank them both most sincerely for gracing our convocation. Today, Wednesday, we gather for the grand finale, the award of professional and academic doctorate degrees, and the conferment of honorary doctorate degrees. This ceremony is a moment of fulfillment and pride for our 375 academic and professional doctoral degree graduates. Who have shown exceptional academic prowess and character in learning, the highest degree offered by our university. I especially congratulate our esteemed Chancellor, His Royal Majesty, Oba Dr. Olufolarin Olukayode Ogunsanwo Telade IV, on the conferment of the doctorate degree on him this morning. We are immensely proud to have him as our Chancellor, a distinguished holder of the doctorate degree. This honor is not only fitting recognition of His Majesty's accomplishments and contributions, but also a source of great pride to the entire institution. Kábíyèsí. Mr. Governor, sir, the Senate will also confer honorary doctorate degrees on distinguished personalities whose exceptional contributions to national development, scholarship, public service, and humanity have earned them this prestigious recognition of honoris causa. They are Mr. Akin Kekere-Ekun, OFR, Doctor of Business, honoris causa in Entrepreneurship, Finance Management. Mrs. Harriet Ann Omobola Bola Adeshola, Doctor of Business, honoris causa in Corporate Finance and Governance. And Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON, Doctor of Business, honoris causa in Entrepreneurship, Industrial, and Human Capital Development. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all our honorees for being deemed worthy of these esteemed recognitions by the Senate of our university. Your contributions to the development of our institution and society at large have been truly exceptional. Our closing special convocation Thanksgiving service will be held on Sunday, 23rd August at the University Chapel, the Chapel of Light. Mr. Governor, sir, the university will graduate a total number of 20,604 students for diplomas, first degrees, higher degrees for the combined 2024, 2025, 2025, 2026 academic sessions. Mr. Governor, sir, the university will graduate a number of this that I have mentioned. Achievements of this administration. As this is my final convocation address as Vice Chancellor of this great institution, sir, kindly permit me to depart slightly from tradition. Rather than simply recount the achievements of the past year, I wish to reflect with you and with this entire community on the full journey of the last 5 years. 5 years ago, I inherited a university of strong potential. In about 4 weeks from now, I'll be leaving a university of proven excellence, the most subscribed in Nigeria, the most digitally advanced among our peers, and a name that now commands respect across Africa's higher education landscape. When I assumed office on the 28th September 2021, I set 6 strategic goals to guide this administration. Today, standing before you at this final convocation, I can report with confidence and gratitude that every one of those goals have been met. Not in aspiration, but in verifiable, measurable fact. Academic excellence, building a culture where excellence is the standard, not the exception. I made accreditation my first and most urgent priority. In our very first exercise, we secured full accreditation for 31 of 37 programs presented, a 96% success rate that remains to date, an unprecedented first-year achievement for any sitting vice chancellor. All our professional programs achieved full accreditation. By 2023, we had extended that success further, securing full accreditation for 43 of 44 courses presented. And in 2026, the National Universities Commission approved 17 new programs through resource assessment. In October 2025, we had the honor of inaugurating, under your leadership, sir, the Babajide Sanwo-Olu Library Complex, now the largest and most digitalized university library building anywhere in West Africa. Providing an infrastructure that supports our drive for academic excellence. Also worthy of mention is our establishment of 4 new faculties and 2 schools, housing more than 30 new high-demanding courses to provide more educational opportunities for the teeming population of Lagosians, marking the boldest expansion of academic offerings by a single administration in Lasu's recent history. Under research and innovation, positioning Lasu at the frontier of knowledge, I always believed that a university that does not innovate is a university that slowly becomes irrelevant. That belief shaped everything we built under this goal. We instituted a 5 million internal research grant to reward scholarly inquiry. Our researchers went on to win 29 million in Lagos State Research and Innovation Council grants. And we secured full membership of the prestigious Association of Commonwealth Universities. Amidst several, a cumulative of several millions won in grants by our researchers. The crowning achievement came in June 2026, where the federal government, through TED Fund, approved a 3 billion Center of Excellence in Artificial Intelligence, Robotics, and Cybersecurity in Lasu, the only center of this kind in the Southwest. Also worthy of mention under this goal is the digital transformation of our university. Mr. Governor, sir, under my leadership, Lasu, in response to emerging global trends, embarked upon a comprehensive digital revolution of its academic and administrative processes. Today, practically all our processes have been fully digitalized, with Lasu fittingly emerging as Nigeria's most digitally advanced state university at the recent Nigeria Information Technology Awards. Physical infrastructure. Under this administration, we executed over 50 infrastructure projects deliberately funded through the different streams: Lagos State Government, the federal government, TED Fund, private donors, and our internally generated revenue. Because I refuse to let this university's growth depend on any single source of funding. Thanks to your visionary leadership, Mr. Governor, we achieved full residential status, growing our on-campus accommodation to near full capacity, while our total student population grew to more than 85,000 students. Apart from landmark projects such as the Students' Arcade, the largest in West Africa, the Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu Library, the largest university library in West Africa, the 3 billion Tenford-sponsored Academic Resource Center, the Olatunji Bello Auditorium in Ekpe, and the 8,000-bed capacity hostels, all inaugurated under our administration. Several other impactful projects are either completed or ongoing to ensure that our infrastructural facilities match our growing student population. Just 2 days ago, on Monday, we inaugurated the 350 computer-based test center and turned the sod for the construction of a new Faculty of Engineering building at our Ekpe campus. Financial sustainability. We knew from the outset that a university perpetually dependent on government subvention alone would never truly control its own destiny. That is why we made internally generated revenue one of my 6 central goals. And I am proud to report that between September 2021 and September 2025, we grew our internally generated revenue from 3 billion, which I met, to 13 billion. A 4-fold increase. We did this by being creative and leveraging on our internal capacity and competitive advantage, and by fully automating our financial processes to close every leakage that had previously drained resources from this institution. Staff and students' welfare. Under our administration, we provided employment opportunities to hundreds of qualified and competent new staff to address our critical manpower needs in view of the expansion of our academic offerings. We also cleared over 2,000 promotion cases without unnecessary delay, and elongated the career structure to level 15 for our administrative and bursary staff. A reform that had been proposed for years but never implemented until my tenure. We facilitated scholarships worth tens of millions of naira for our students, including a 60 million OPay scholarship and a 47.4 million WAPCO scholarship. And I take particular pride in the fact that about 10 members of staff who served under me rose to become vice chancellors, rectors, registrars of other institutions. Proof that Lasu, under our leadership, became a genuine breeding ground for national leadership. Global visibility through sports and recreation. Mr. Governor, sir, we made a promise early in our tenure that Lasu would no longer be a spectator in Nigerian and African sporting life. In September 2024, we co-hosted the 11th All-Africa University Games, and we watched with immense pride as Lasu emerged second overall, first sub-Saharan Africa, and the best placed institution in the whole of sub-Saharan Africa, winning 28 gold, 30 silver medals, and 26 bronze medals. In August 2025, the Lasu Queens made history as first Nigerian university team to represent Africa, although they were late in getting there, but they got there. At the 2025 University Games, my students delivered our best ever performance. That's our Nuga Games, winning 39 medals. Today, Lasu stands as Nigeria's most subscribed university for the second consecutive year, recognized by the AD Scientific Index as the best state university in Nigeria, and ranked by the Universitas Indonesia Green Metric as the best in sub-Saharan Africa for sustainability. These are not simply achievements that I am proud to announce. They are, I believe, a justification for the faith you reposed in me, Mr. Governor, sir. Conclusion. As I conclude, I take immense pride in the tremendous progress we have made as a university over these 5 remarkable years. But what I am most proud of is that we have successfully elevated the status of Lasu among the community of universities in Nigeria and Africa. Despite the challenges we faced along the way, we used them as stepping stones for growth. And the graduation of these deserving students today stands as a final proof of our unwavering commitment to excellence. Mr. Governor, sir, permit me in what is my final convocation address as Vice Chancellor to express appreciation that goes beyond the events of this past year. To Mr. Governor, Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, I owe a debt of gratitude that mere words cannot adequately capture. You gave me the honor of leading this institution. You supported every vision I brought before you. And you never once wavered in your belief that Lasu could become what we have today. What we have together made it become. Thank you, sir, for everything. My gratitude also extends to the Deputy Governor, Dr. Obafemi Kadri Hamsat, the former Special Advisor on Education, Honorable Tokunbo Wahab, a very, very dear friend, and the current Commissioner for Tertiary Education, Honorable Tolani Sule. our Chancellor, Oba Dr. Olufolarin Olukayode Ogunsanwo, and his immediate predecessor, Professor Gbolahan Elias. The Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council, Mr. Babatunde Ogala, SAN, OFR, and his immediate predecessor, Sir David Sumoni, FCA, KJW. All members of the Governing Council, both past and present, who served this university during my tenure, and every other stakeholder who lent their support to this institution's growth. Furthermore, I must thank the members of the university management, senate, staff, and students for their invaluable contributions to the success of this university over these 5 years. In particular, I wish to acknowledge the constructive engagement of our staff and students' unions, their partnership with this administration, and their partnership with this administration's welfare policies that helped sustain the industrial peace and harmony that made it possible for us to record stability. I hold as one of my proudest achievements that stability for 5 good years. To the graduates of today, and indeed to every graduate of this joint convocation, I extend my heartfelt congratulations. You leave this institution at a moment when its name carries more weight, more pride, more promise than it has in its entire history. Carry that inheritance well. To the entire Lasu community, thank you for the 5 unforgettable years. It has been the honor of my professional life to serve you. I thank you all for listening. We are Lasu. We are the greatest.
That was great. A very good applause to our Vice Chancellor, distinguished Professor Ebiyemi Ibirola Latunji Bello. Thank you, Madam Vice Chancellor. Thank you, Senior Abiyama of Nigeria. We appreciate you. You have indeed done well for the university. May the Lord continue to be with you. Chancellor, sir, we now have admission to academic and professional doctorate degree. And on this note, the visitor, sir, Mr. Governor, we'd love to have a special recognition and award of Doctor of Business Administration to His Royal Majesty, Oba Olufolarin Olukayode Ogunsanwo, the Telade the Fourth, the Alara of Ilara Kingdom, and the 6th Chancellor of Lagos State University. And this is to be presided by the visitor to Lagos State University, Mr. Governor, sir. So, Mr. Governor, with your permission and honor, I'd love to invite His Royal Majesty Oba Olufolarin Olukayode Ogunsanwo for special recognition on the occasion of his inaugural convocation as the 6th Chancellor of Lagos State University and for admission to the degree of Doctor of Business Administration, having fulfilled the requirements of the statutes and regulations of Lagos State University and having been found worthy both in character and learning to be admitted to the professional doctorate degree of Doctor of Business Administration in the Faculty of Management Sciences, sir. Thank you. Will His Royal Majesty Oba Olu Folarin Kayode Ogunsowo please step forward? Visitors, sir, with your permission, I now like to invite, or rather call upon the Dean of Postgraduate School, Professor Ibrahim Olawale Olateju, to present the graduate. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Registrar. Visitors, sir, in the name of the Postgraduate School and by the authority of Senate, I present to you His Royal Majesty Oba Olufolarin Olukayode Ogunsowo, who has fulfilled all the prescribed requirements for the award of Doctor of Business Administration, DBA, to receive from you the certificate for the degree. Visitor, sir.
Thank you. By the authority vested in me as visitor, I admit you, His Royal Majesty Oba Olufolarin Olukayode Ogunsowo, E.Art. J.P. Salade the First, to the degree of Doctor in Business Administration, DBA, of this great university, Lagos State University.
His Royal Majesty Oba Olufolarin Olukayode Ogunsowo Shamada Kojokojo Kábíyèsí Tọba aláṣẹ o. Bá mi kí His Excellency Sanwó-Olú ó ṣe bẹ̀bẹ̀ nínú ayé màmá wa Ìbílọ́lá àdúpẹ́ làbá fún oore ńlá rẹ̀. God bless Mr. Governor. Ṣe púpọ̀ o, lọ́lá Elédùmarè ọba o.
you very much. Visitors, sir, may I quickly recognize in our midst former principal officers of this institution, Professor Abido Gunli, former Vice Chancellor, Lagos State University, is in our midst. Professor John Oladapo Obafunwa, who is also the Balogun of Ilara Kingdom, is also in our midst. He is the current Director General, Nigerian Institute of Medical Research, and the 7th Vice Chancellor of Lagos State University. Thank you for coming around. We also have Professor Oyedamola Oke. He was Deputy Vice Chancellor, Administration. Professor Adenike Boyo, also a former Deputy Vice Chancellor, Administration. Mr. Gladstone Oluwatoyin Osun, former Registrar, Lagos State University. Professor Wahab Omokorede Elias, former Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academics. Mr. Latif Animashaun, former Registrar, Lagos State University. And Mr. Akinwumi Louis, former Registrar, Lagos State University. We also do have Professor A.S. Fashino, former Vice Chancellor, Fuoye, also now an ambassador designate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We also have in our midst, in their numbers, distinguished members of the 13 Governing Council who were appointed by your humble self, Mr. Visitor, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, I have also been informed that one of our awardees for the honorary doctoral degree, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON, is ably represented here by his daughter, Ms. Fatima Dangote. Thank you for representing your dad. Thank you, ma'am. Visitor, sir, we will now proceed with the admission of graduates to academic and professional doctorate degree. With the graduate for admission to academic and professional doctorate degree, please stand. Visitor, sir. These persons whose names will be presented by the Dean of Postgraduate School have fulfilled the requirements of the statutes and regulation of Lagos State University and have been found worthy both in character and learning to be admitted to doctorate degree in Faculty of Arts, Faculty of Communication and Media Studies, Education, Engineering, Management Sciences, Science, Social Sciences, School of Transport and Logistics, Center for Environmental Studies and Sustainable Development, Africa Center of Excellence for Innovation and Transformative STEM Education, Center for Peace and Security Studies, and the College of Medicine. And therefore, with your permission, call upon the Dean, Postgraduate School of Lagos State University, Professor Ibrahim Olawale Olateju, to present this graduate. Thank you. Dean, sir.
Thank you. Chancellor, in the name of the Postgraduate School, and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the following persons, those who are present and those who are unavailably absent, whose names appear on the list contained in this scroll, and for whom I stand present for the award of academic and professional doctorate degrees of Doctor of Philosophy and professional doctorate degrees across faculties, schools, and college of Lagos State University. Chancellor, sir.
I admit you all to all as Doctor of Philosophy and professional doctorate degrees across faculties, schools, and colleges of Lagos State University. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Chancellor. With the newly admitted graduate, please bow to the visitor, the Chancellor, and VC, and resume your seat. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations to you all. Chancellor, sir. In line with the academic tradition, each recipient shall proceed to receive a congratulatory handshake from the Vice Chancellor, the Chancellor, and visitor. Take a bow and return to their seat. Each recipient shall proceed to postgraduate school immediately after the ceremony for collection of their certificate in single file, and please make it snappy. Thank you.
Appreciation. Mo dúpẹ́ onímọ̀ọ́rẹ́ bàbá gbọ́pẹ́ mi. Appreciation. Mo dúpẹ́ onímọ̀ọ́rẹ́ bàbá gbọ́pẹ́ mi. Appreciation. Mo dúpẹ́ onímọ̀ọ́rẹ́ bàbá gbọ́pẹ́ mi. Bí ènìyàn kọ́ lọ́lọ́run rí. Tó bá jẹ́ ènìyàn ló dá ẹ sí àgọ́. Ẹ̀sùn yìí tán tẹ́lẹ̀ kan lójú rọ. Mo ní ẹ̀dá ló gbàgbé, Olúwa kò gbàgbé ẹnìkan. Bí ènìyàn kan lọ́lọ́run ẹ̀mí rí. Bí ènìyàn kan lọ́lọ́run àwárí o. Bí ènìyàn kan lọ́lọ́run àwárí. Bí ènìyàn kan lọ́lọ́run àwárí o. Bí ènìyàn kan lọ́lọ́run àwárí. Ẹ̀dá ló ń gbàgbé Olúwa.
Dúró Yusuf, Oníyìde Olúṣẹ́gun, Aṣáájú Wahab, Dàda Yétúndé, Oníyìde Ọláwálé Idris, Muhammed Abidad, Ọlọ́wẹ̀ Nínàlọ́wọ́ Eunice, Ògúntádé Paul, Aranu Collins, Olúwadáre Ìrètí, Oyèdàpọ̀ Philip, Fowówẹ̀ Simeon, Bello Ganiyat, Mpega Ndu, Ìyọ̀rẹ́ Evelyn, Ẹkúndayọ̀ Mọ́tayọ̀, Izini Hugo, Àṣẹ́sọ̀yà Samuel, Mustapha Gafar, Ògúnwọlé Ayọ̀dèjì, Ọ̀kẹ́ Israel Abiodun, Adu Fọláyẹmísí, Philip Lọ́nàyàn Ògúnnáyọ̀ Rachel Ligali Ratifat Ọláyíwọlá Ọmọtọ́lá Mary Dọ́yè Modúpẹ́ Ọlátúndé Roselyn Abọ́lájí Tóyìn Alima Shaun Usman Sarumi Babatunde Ebola Kíkẹ́lọ́mọ Adam Umar Adọ̀dé Dọ̀tú Adékọ̀yà Babatunde Fádébíyì Bọ́lájí Isaac Sewano Rahim Títílọpẹ́ Rájí Sọ́dọ̀ Adédoyin Ògúnyẹmí Tèmítọ́pẹ́ Àìná Fúnmiláyọ̀ Bọ́lá Táíwò Abdulrahim Ògúnmadé Sunday Moronfolu Antonia Ọbaṣá Agbójẹyìn Mutiu Isiaka Karim Rukayat Osunjiri Afid Bambu Abdul Yusuf Adeola Agbo Susan Adesoya Olúfúnkẹ́ Obi Okoye Amir Abiodun Sulaiman Yusuf Bọ́ládé Obi Gregory Sanusi Mukaila Oladosu Ishmael Ogunjobi Wahid Adams Ọpẹ́yẹmí Ajibola Olúwafúnmiláyọ̀ Sulaiman Abdulwasiu Alade Oyebade Ajiboye Samson Ìdíròǹkẹ́ Olúkáyọ̀dé Ezekiel Akímúlẹ́wà Ọmọṣèyí Sọ́ni Olúwọlé Fámọ́dù Olúbùnmi Adéyẹmí Celestina Okóògùn Ọbásuyì Ọ̀sìn Idris Ìbídàpọ̀ Tìmíáyù Rainat Ọlásùnbọ̀ Lawal Yusuf Adébáyọ̀ Pẹ̀lúmi Rukayat Oyèbọ́lá Ọ̀tún Idris Ọláníwájú Amusat Ismail Olúfẹ́mi Amikun Olúwafẹ́mi Moses Busari Rasheed Jinadu Muhammed Nwaloze Ijeoma Saidi Rasheedat Towo Wede Solomon Alabi Olúkẹ́mi Azuzi Olúṣi Okuka Nkoshi Ọmọtọ̀ṣọ́ Karim Ogundiro Ọmọlára Daniel Deborah Oníkòyí Tajudeen Ìfẹ́lágbẹ̀ Timothy Ewéjì Adéníyì Salawu Latif Owóọlá Adébáyọ̀ Fágbóhùn Michael Elégbèdé Adéwálé Lawal Adéníyì Shuaib Muhammed Afọlábí Babátúndé Sanwó-Olú Jamin Ayọ̀túndé Olúbùháṣe Tèmítáyọ̀ Jerry Fábíyì Jimoh Abíọ́dún Kẹ́hìndé Emmanuel Chukwuemeka Collins Ẹlẹ́bọ̀ Ndúbísí Kèṣí Suarau Deborah Olúwatóyìn Adébáyọ̀ Músíbà Ọlábọ̀dé Adéyẹmí Babátúndé Sulaiman Akíntọ́lá Hakeem Adélájà Adéṣínà Akínfẹ́sì Àríyọ̀ Dámiláre Isaac Lawrence Mariam Ẹnìtàn Moti Emmanuel Ìyábọ̀sẹ̀ Adébọ̀wálé Ezekiel Arówólò Fúnmiláyọ̀ Waziri Owólabí Ọlásùnkànmí Fẹ́mi Adé Willis Mercy Búsàrí Ọlámilékan Akínfẹ́ńwá Olúyẹmí Ṣóbọ̀wálé Adéṣèyí Ọmọkẹ́hìndé Fágbèmí Samuel Ọ̀yáwálé Ṣẹ́gun Agu Ugoshi Lawal Olúṣèyí Fọlànà Ọláyíwọlá Ezekiel Mata Ààrẹ Ọláfúnkẹ́ Dósùnmú Usman Mákọ́lì Olúropò Ìyóròbè Ẹ̀yìn Àjọṣe Samuel Ọmọlé Joyce Ọ̀nọ́là Samson Ṣubọ́lá Shakirat Jimoh Rukayat Badmus Latif Oyètúnjí Ọ̀pẹ́yẹmí Shakirat Stephen Egoche Ani Abọ́sẹ̀dé Oyídọ́jà Ọmọwùmí Ògúngbè Bímpé Fálétí Babájídé Níjà Jíwá Ajéníyà Amaze Ìṣẹ̀dá Oyèwọlé Tọ̀yì Ẹ̀sán Oyèkúnlé Olúgbòjì Wàsílà Asokere Senior Mariam Olùṣí Ṣákúnlé Àbúṣọlá Òjòdòyìn Akíntúndé Stephen Adéníran Tolúlọpẹ́ Dèmí Sylvester Òjòdò Asimi Fatai Ìfẹ́láyọ̀ Michael Balógun Olúbùnmi Odúọlá Ọlámíkábì Adégbóyè Dámilọ́lá Ìbùkún Afọlábí Samuel Adéṣínà Tọ́bí Ayọ̀bámi Oyèdípọ̀ Mariam Adébánjọ Babáwálé Amọ̀wó Sulaiman Ajayi Olúrọ̀gẹ́ Jíwà Ìyábọ̀dé Olúladé Yétúndé Sálísù Ọlánìkẹ́ Ken Kíkẹ́ Májẹ̀kódùnmí Wahid Èrúbàmí Paul Gbádébọ̀ Adékẹ́mi Ìmítìyìn Gómìnà Michael Sábà Augustine Ozeri Sílẹ̀ló Adélé Ẹ̀jáìnì Sílẹ̀ló Olú Adéjùmọ̀ Michael Tazil Adama Oyèwọlé Noah Bashiru Christy Ògúntìmẹ́yìn Adéyẹsẹ̀ Ògúnkọ̀yà Stephen Adékúnlé Fáńgbéró Abíọ́lá, Ọláyẹmí Joy, Àjàyí Ọ̀yákúnlé, Adésọ̀yà Bùkọ́lá, Adébíyí Kazeem, Oyèláyà Adéṣẹ̀yẹ, Fágbèmí Ṣọlárìn, Peter David, Adétúlà Joseph Bọ́lá, Ọ̀kẹ́wó Olúfẹ́mi Àkànbí, Ọmọníyì Razak Jimoh, Bẹ́ńgbóyè Adéyìn Emmanuel, Adébóyè Adékúnlé, Ọlálẹ́kan Kọ́láwọlé Kàmúrù, Dọ̀ká Àṣẹniọlá, Adéníyì Fọláṣadé Mariam, Olódò Adébáyọ̀ Táíwò Olúmúyìwá Rótìmí, Sukuma Okeke, Busari Kazeem, Ọbaṣẹ́kì Anthony, Ayọ̀délé Mary, Adékọ́lá Olúbùkọ́lá Ọmọ́túndé, Mẹ́dúpẹ́ Abímbọ́lá Ayọ̀túndé, Ọ̀kọ́láwọ̀ Olúwakẹ́mi, Julius J. Ọmọlára, Tẹ́lá Nurudeen Àbáyọ̀mí, Dánilọ́lá Raphael, Fáṣẹ̀wẹ̀ Stephen, Ọbádìnà Olúmúyìwá, Adéọ̀ṣun Edward, Adébọ́lá Ṣófẹ́lá, Oyèdélé Adékọ̀bídàrú, Oyèdìran Basirat, Tẹ́lá Adélékè Adéríbigbé, Odúyọmí Ọlákúnlé, Ságè Jami, Ọ̀dẹ́rìndé Felicia, Dàdá Olúṣẹ́gun, Kọ́lé Olúṣọlá Jẹlẹ̀, Láwánsì Akínwálé, Bákàrè Ọládọ̀tun, Ẹgbẹ́yẹmí Mọ̀rú, Adéṣìyàn Adébáyọ̀, Adéyẹmí Adébọ́lá, Ògúntọ́lá Adéọlá, Dàdá Jacob, Ọ̀gáàlì Nnamdi, Haruna Mohammed Nasiru, Òkèyọjú Adémọ́lá Jọkọ̀, Ojú Àlùṣẹ́gun, Ìdọ́gà Harris, Moshood Yusuf Ọláìtàn, Ògúngbò Abíọ́dún, Aigoro Musiliu Ajade, Junad Owókòròdú, Adédakun Olúbùsọ́lá Àjíbọ́lá, Akínbóbòyé Èyítáyọ̀ Ṣeun, Akíyọdé Olúṣọlá, Ọlọ́run jẹ́ Tawakalitu, Jimoh Isiaka, Thompson Festa, Òní Adéwèjì, Ìyélolú Bùkọ́lá Adéníkẹ́, Jimoh Musibau, Adébáyọ̀ Fọláṣadé, Musa Isiaka, Nnamdi Philip, Afọlábí Olúṣùsí, Oyèdélé Agboola Emmanuel, Anthony Alexander, Bairo Thomas, Alábẹ̀tútù, Adéníran Julia, Ọlálẹ́yẹ Olúmídé John, Àbáyọ̀mí Rafiu, Badmus Latifat, Jákàndé Lawal Liliwan, Káfíṣẹ̀wọ̀n Musa Elizabeth, Ebon Isanjọ, Iwókèdì Ṣiyèrè, Odúnlámì Saidat, Ogun Emmanuel, Ògúnwọlé Rilwan, Ọ̀kẹ́tòkun Tajudeen, Ọlọ́pàdé Bámidélé, Olúsọ̀yà Michael, Ògúnjọbí Adéyínká, Abioro Fatai, Olúdẹ̀gún Ahmed, Alázòrò Tíójọ, Mádùkọ̀ Yíkẹyì, Vincent Adébáyọ̀, Oyèndé Ọláyínká, Ọbalẹ̀ Adébọ́lá, Bámigbóyè Emmanuel, Peter Olùkáyàtà Adébọ́lá, Simisola Victoria, Amanda Yeri, Bítúyè Mọ́rẹ́nìkejì, Ọlátẹ́jú, Ògùn Christian, Oṣòdì Ramola, Yakubu Agu Ozak, Agafa Olúfẹ́mi, Shehu Tijani, Okotikpe God Church, Ládìpọ̀ Sunday, Afọlábí Abọ́láńlé, Adépọ̀jù Ọláyọ̀mí, Sùrájì Rúdì, Ògúnkọ̀yà Margaret Ìyábọ̀, Ọ̀dìlí Philip, Kọ̀tù Lukman, Adésínà Wàsíù, Adébáyọ̀ Adésọyà, Ọlọ́run tóbi Abíọ́dún Boyè, Sàláwù Sàlíù, Ògidì Fúnmiláyọ̀ Margaret, láti Wọ́láìdé, Saheed Adébámbọ̀, Bánjọ Ọmọlé, Ọ̀pára Yìlárì, Àtúlù Sulaimon, Ìkéyìnà Gọ́ọ̀bù, Ẹnẹ́yì Péye, Màkọ́lì Olúwaṣeun, Wẹ́nú Babátúndé, Adébísí Babájídé, Bóyèjọ Ọlájùmọ̀kẹ́, Leonard Amúlùkà, Ọ̀gẹ́nẹ̀ Ọ̀sùn, Júdé Jude Ìkòchukwu, Oyèmà Ifeọma, Akeem Adélé, Tófidó Anthony, Bátúrẹ̀ Ẹlẹ́, Lóbòrè Esther, Kàkà Adékọ̀ǹkẹ́, Owóyẹlé Olúwafẹ́mi, Ṣónúsì di Olúwafúnmi, Ọlábìyí Olúwọlé Ọlátúndé, Tódé Michael Joseph, Òkúpẹ̀ Abímbọ́lá George, Olúyinká Abiodun, Imam Baba, Laurent Ayodeji Matthew, Ọpẹ́ Ifá Rasheed Abioye, Muhammed Mohammed, Wambe Festa, Agosu Christopher Money, and Fagboro Anna Adenike.
Sátìrámọ́nì, wọ́n lẹ́rù pé kò ní pàgọ́, ìwọ̀n ò ṣe Olúwa mi.
tó sọ́tún sósì sólúwa. Kòrọ́lá mi béèrè ilé rí ìrì ní gọ́sẹ̀. Ìbá ṣe báyìí ara múdà látòdì. Ó ní ìwọ kan mi kọrin. Kó kọrin ọpẹ́ tó sọ́tún sósì sólúwa. Kò rọ́lá mi béèrè orin níbi ní gọ́sẹ̀. Ìbá ṣe báyìí ara mọ́dá látòbí. Ó yá kọrin yó kọrin kọrin. Ó dẹ̀ kọrin ọpẹ́. Ọlọ́lá tí mo bá lòdì bá mi tọ́jú ẹ̀ bá mi ní. Ó kẹ́ fìlà borí ẹlẹ́gbọ̀dọ̀ rẹ̀. Mọ́mí, kò bọ́ jẹ́ jíjọ ọpẹ́. Ó yá tú pélé, Mr. Wọlé bọ́. Ó ní níbo ló ti rẹ́nu? Níbo ló ti ra kọ́ra? Mr. Wọlé súnmọ́ mi níbí. Ọlọ́lá tí mo bá lòdì. Ó kẹ́ fìlà borí ẹlẹ́gbọ̀dọ̀ rẹ̀. Níbo ló ti rẹ́nu? Níbo ló ti ra kọ́ra? Níbo ló ti rẹ́nu? Níbo ló ti ra kọ́ra? Tó fi mọ́ Èlìjà, ẹ̀rù rẹ̀ bà mí ò máa gbé sókè. Gbogbo dókítà, ẹ̀sùn mọ́ wà ní Mr. Jerry. Ó ní níbo ló ti rẹ́nu? Níbo ló ti ra kọ́ra? Wọ́n máa ma gbé bọ́dì lọ́lá Elédùmarè. Ó ní níbo ló ti rẹ́nu? Níbo ló ti ra kọ́ra? Tó fi mọ́ Èlìjà, ẹ̀rù rẹ̀ bà mí ò bá kílẹ̀ rí. Níbo ló ti rẹ́nu? 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 Tó fi mọ́ Èlìjà, ẹ̀rù rẹ̀ bà mí ò bàbá. Ó ní Ọlọ́run àwọn bọ̀ kí wá yẹ. Ọlọ́run àwọn bàbá wa. Kulúpele àná kò ká wá. Gbogbo dọ́kọ̀ ẹ̀sùn mọ́ wa níbí. Ọlọ́run àwọn bọ̀ kí wá yẹ. Ọlọ́run àwọn bàbá wa. Ọlọ́run àwọn bàbá mọ̀ mi yé. Ọlọ́run àwọn bàbá wa. Ọlọ́run àwọn beautiful mommy wa yé. Ọlọ́run àwọn bàbá wa. Ó ní Ọlọ́run àwọn bàbá wa. Ó ní ìpínlẹ̀ mi. Ọlọ́run àwọn bàbá wa. Ọlọ́run àwọn bàbá wa ìpínlẹ̀ mi. Ọlọ́run àwọn bàbá wa. Máa gbọ́ ọlọ́lá tí ń bẹ nínú ilé. Gbogbo dọ́kítọ̀ oní ibẹ̀ ṣe máa ń ṣe ẹ̀sùn mọ́ wa níbí. Àwòrán ọjọ́ mùsùlùkùn ọjọ́ lọ. Gbogbo dọ́kítọ̀ ìwọ tó bá mọ̀rẹ́ Olúwa jẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ lókè. Tó bá mọ̀rẹ́ Olúwa o. Tó bá mọ̀rẹ́ Olúwa o. Bóyá tú kẹ̀kẹ́ yìí tó sílẹ̀. Bóyá o. Mọ̀rẹ́ Olúwa. Gbogbo dọ́kítọ̀ pátápátá. Mọ̀rẹ́ Olúwa. Gbogbo kẹ̀kẹ́ yìí tó sílẹ̀. Àwọn tó mọ̀rẹ́ Ọlọ́run wọ́n sanwó ọpẹ́. Mo tún kẹ̀kẹ́ yìí tó sílẹ̀. Bóyá o. Dọ́kítọ̀ Tadó pẹ̀lẹ́. Wáyé jẹ́ bá kó tó wẹ̀ wá wíwé. Gbogbo egun ti bẹ nínú ilé. Wáyé jẹ́ bá kó tó wẹ̀. Àbò wíwé.
Ẹnu ẹyẹ kò lè gbàkúta, Jésù mo dúpẹ́. Ẹnu ẹyẹ kò lè gbàkúta. Ẹnu ẹyẹ kò lè gbàkúta. Ẹnu ẹyẹ kò lè gbàkúta. Ẹnu ẹyẹ kò lè gbàkúta, Jésù mo dúpẹ́. Ẹnu ẹyẹ kò lè gbàkúta. Ẹnu ẹyẹ kò lè gbàkúta. Ẹ jẹ́ ká yílù padà. Olúwa o. Olúwa o. Momore. Ibi ọba mi dé lórí o. Olúwa o. Olúwa yẹ. Ògòdògbò. Momore. Ibi ọba mi dé lórí o. Ó ní àṣẹ irú mi lè jọba. Òun nínú ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ mo gbà bẹ́ẹ̀. Àṣírí títú wà fún mi agé lórí. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀. Ó ní omi odò tó pọ́n tún lè padà dé. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ mo gbà bẹ́ẹ̀. Yé àánú ni. Àánú ni. Ohun táwọn kan bá. Sókè ó ṣe wẹ́rẹ́. Ló ṣe wẹ́rẹ́ fún wa. Ohun tí wọ́n ní kò lè sọ. Bó ṣe sọ lárẹ̀. Bó ṣe sọ lárẹ̀. Òun lóye. Àánú ni iye. Gbogbo àwọn tí Badagry, dókítà fún Badagry, bá mi tọ́jú ẹ̀, ẹ̀náwó ọ̀pẹ́, gbọ́, ó ní pé kẹ̀ máa dùn méje, òkúrùnà wà lẹ́dà mi tàn ṣe, kẹ̀ máa dùn méje, Jésù jayé wà nígbà. Gbogbo táwọn tá Badagry, lọ́sùn náà wà níbí. Méje, òkúrùnà wà lẹ́dà mi tàn ṣe, kẹ̀ máa dùn méje, Jésù jayé wà nígbà. Lórí ẹ̀, Olúwa gbé mi sókè, gbé mi sókè sí ibi gíga. Ó yá o, Olúwa gbé mi sókè, àìsàn ọ̀tá.
Thank you very much, the visitor to Lagos State University, Mr. Governor. Thank you so very much. Thank you to Chancellor, thank you Pro-Chancellor, and thank you Vice-Chancellor. To all the graduates, a round of applause to yourself and a big congratulations. Please be seated, be seated, be seated. The convocation ceremony continues. Chancellor, sir, it is now time for presentation of prizes for the postgraduate student. I now have the honor to invite the Vice-Chancellor to present the award for the postdoctoral degrees. This will be done by the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Administration, Professor Oseni Taiwo Afisi, who will announce the winner for this endowment. It is a prize through endowment from Professor E.A. Akinade, a one-time Dean Postgraduate School of this institution, Lagos State University. DVC Academics, please.
Visitor, sir, announce prizes through endowment for the best PhD thesis among all the PhD graduates of today. And this is Professor E.A. Akiande's Prize for Best PhD Thesis in Counseling Psychology, with a cash prize of 100,000 naira. And the winner is Dr. Folayemisi Benedicta Adu, with matriculation number 8605-01116, with the thesis title, Effectiveness of Acceptance and Commitment Therapy and Self-Control Training in Reducing Compulsive Texting Behavior among Students in Tertiary Institutions in Lagos State. Thank you, visitor, sir. Please let her through.
Just handshake.
Thank you. Thank you very much. A round of applause for Dr. Folayemisi Benedicta Adu. Thank you. Let us clap for her. Let us appreciate her. Chancellor, sir, it is now time for the conferment of honorary doctorate degrees. Chancellor, sir, the University Senate and the Governing Council of this university have decided to confer honorary doctorate degrees on eminent persons who have distinguished themselves in different areas, and they have been so helpful and instrumental to human race. And in this order, we have Mr. Akinkekere Ekun, OFR, Mrs. Harriet Ann Omobolanle Bola Adeshola, and Alihaji Aliko Dangote, GCON. I therefore have, with your permission, the honor to invite the university orator to present these awardees respectfully. Thank you, sir. Professor Henry Hunjo.
Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to invite Mr. Akin Kekere Ekun, OFR, to step forward. Mr. Akin Kekere Ekun, OFR, a renowned banker and technocrat, is a post-management development PMD alumnus of the prestigious Harvard Business School and a fellow of the Eisenhower Foundation. He was a former pro-chancellor and chairman governing council of Lagos State University, and the immediate past chairman, board of trustees of American University of Nigeria, ULAN, past pro-chancellor and chairman governing council of American University of Nigeria, ULAN. Akin Kekere Ekun started his professional career as an authorized clerk of the Nigeria Stock of Exchange with Capital Trust Brokers Limited. As a stockbroker, he helped in the classification of quoted stocks as they now appear on the Nigeria Stock Exchange. After only 2 years as a stockbroker, he moved to Abib Nigeria Bank as a manager and quickly rose to the position of managing director and chief executive officer in 1998. He retired from the bank in August 2004 after 6 years at the helm of affairs. Concurrent with his professional position, Akinkekere Ekun has served local, state, and federal governments at various times, and the key appointments include member, Lagos Island Foundation for Education, Federal Republic of Nigeria, and they have 3 children. In recognition of your immense contributions to the development of Lagos State and Nigeria, especially in the areas of socio-economic growth, educational and national development, the Governing Council of Lagos State University, upon the recommendation of the University Senate, confer on you, Mr. Akinkekere Ekun, OFR, the degree Doctor of Business Entrepreneurship, Finance, and Management, honorary causa.
The Doctor of Business Entrepreneurship, Finance, and Management, also honoris causa of the Lagos State University. Congratulations, sir.
Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to invite Mrs. Harriet Ann Omobolanle Bola-Adeshola to step forward. Bola-Adeshola's contributions in banking, financial inclusion, gender equality, corporate governance, and economic policy have had a significant and lasting impact on Nigeria's national development. Our global representation, leadership, and advocacy have not only supported economic growth, but also contributed to building a more inclusive and sustainable future for Nigeria. With an enviable 37 years of impactful banking experience, Mrs. Adeshola is chairman of EcoBank Nigeria, chairman board of trustees of Healthcare Federation of Nigeria, and director of the Currency Exchange in the Netherlands, a multilateral development finance institution. She sits on the Leadership Council of Sustainable Energy for All, the United Nations affiliate that accelerates energy and climate transition, and serves where she championed inclusive economic opportunities via structured support for Lagos-based SMEs and sustainable employment for Lagos residents. She retired as Senior Vice Chairman, Africa, for Standard Chartered Bank in 2021, having chaired the bank in Mauritius and served as a director in Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, and Cameroon. She was MD CEO, Standard Chartered Bank Nigeria, West Africa, Executive Director at First Bank of Nigeria PLC, and CEO of Kakawa Discount House, having also worked in Citibank in senior leadership roles in Nigeria and Tanzania. An alumna of Harvard Business School and Lagos Business School, called to the Nigerian bar in 1985, Mrs. Adeshola holds a law degree from the University of Buckingham, UK, and is an associate of the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators, UK. Mrs. Adeshola is an honorary fellow, former council member of the Chartered Association, of the Chartered Institute of Bankers Nigeria, founding trustee of Financial Markets Dealers Association, and served on the boards of Nigerian Interbank Settlement Systems PLC and Financial Institutions Training Center and FMDQ. She is also past chair of the CBN Bankers Subcommittee on Economic Development, Sustainability, and Gender, where her advocacy led to major milestones in the national agenda on sustainability and responsible banking business practices. A holder of diploma in company direction, Mrs. Adeshola is a fellow of the Institute of Directors, a member of Women Corporate Directors and Boardroom Africa. Mrs. Adeshola is a trustee of the FinTech Association of Nigeria and trustee of the Nigerian University of Technology and Management, whose vision is to build the MIT of Africa. In 2015, the Secretary General of the United Nations appointed her to the board member of the UN Global Compact, UNGC, and elevated her to co-vice chair of the board in recognition of her contributions towards SDG progress. She is a respected public speaker and remains an exceptional mentor and motivator to many. In 2001, she co-founded Women in Management, Business, and Public Service, WIMBIS, Nigeria's foremost highly respected gender-oriented network for women with global affiliations and contributing to greater female participation in the economy. In recognition and appreciation of your immense contributions to the development of Lagos State and Nigeria, especially in the areas of socioeconomic growth, educational and national development, the Governing Council of Lagos State University, upon the recommendation of the University Senate, confers on you, Mrs. Harriet Ann Omobola Bola Adeshola, the degree Doctor of Business, Corporate Finance and Governance, honorary causa.
By the authority vested in me as Chancellor, I confer upon you, Mrs. Harriet Ann Omobolanle Adeshola, the Doctor of Business in Corporate Finance and Governance, honoris causa of the Lagos State University. Congratulations, madam.
Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to invite Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON, who is represented here by her daughter, to step forward. Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON, was born on 10th April 1957 in Kano State, Nigeria. He is a renowned Nigerian business magnate, industrialist, and philanthropist whose life and accomplishments epitomize the transformative power of vision, resilience, innovation, and disciplined enterprise. He has distinguished himself as one of Africa's most influential entrepreneurs and a global advocate for indigenous industrial development. Alhaji Dangote is a graduate of Business Studies and Administration from Al-Azhar University, Cairo, Egypt. He began his historical entrepreneurial journey in 1978 with the establishment of a trading business dealing in commodities such as rice, sugar, and cement, before boldly transitioning into large-scale manufacturing. The strategic shift laid the foundation for what has become one of the most remarkable industrial success stories in Africa. Widely acknowledged as one of the world's most influential business leaders and Africa's wealthiest individual, Alhaji Dangote has become a global ambassador for African enterprise. His exceptional achievements have demonstrated that visionary leadership, ethical entrepreneurship, industrial innovation, and sustained investment in people can transform economies, strengthen institutions, and inspire nations. Alhaji Dangote is blessed with children and grandchildren. In recognition of your immense contributions to the socioeconomic development of Lagos State and Nigeria in general, especially in the areas of commerce, economic growth, educational and human capital development, the Governing Council of Lagos State University, upon the recommendation of the University Senate, confer on you, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON, the degree Doctor of Business, Entrepreneurship, Industrial, and Human Capital Development, honorary causa.
By the authority vested in me as Chancellor, I confer upon you, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON, ably represented by his daughter, the Doctor of Business in Entrepreneurship, Industrial, and Human Capital Development, honoris causa of the Lagos State University. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. A round of applause to all our honorary awardees, please. Thank you so very much, Mr. Governor, the visitor, the Chancellor, the Pro-Chancellor, and the Vice-Chancellor for that beautiful presentation and award. On that note, Chancellor, sir, may I now have the honor to invite one of the awardees to speak on behalf of the three of them. And to our delight, Mr. Kekekere OFR have offered to do that. Thank you so very much, sir. Thank you, sir. A round of applause, please, for you.
Thank you very much. Since I don't have the luxury of the registrar in terms of protocol, you have to excuse me on a very short protocol list. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, Honorable Justice Kudirat Mochomori Kekereekun, the Governor of Lagos State, and the visitor to Lagos State University, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Mr. Governor, the Deputy Governor and his delectable wife, Dr. Amzat Kadri, the Secretary to Government, the Chairman of Council, and members of the Council, the Senate, the management, and to the entire community of Lasu. It is indeed a great day for those of us who are privileged to be called products of this great institution, Lagos State University. Great Lasuites, great Lasuites, great Lasuites. I warmly congratulate all the graduates and awardees of this great citadel of learning and research. Today marks the culmination of years of hard work, discipline, and sacrifice, and I'm particularly honored to share this memorable occasion with you. I'm deeply humbled by the recognition bestowed upon me today. I sincerely appreciate the Governing Council, the Senate, management, and the entire Lagos State University community for finding me worthy with this distinguished honor. To be conferred with an honorary doctorate by an institution of such repute is a privilege I do not take for granted. I received this honor with profound gratitude and with an even greater sense of responsibility to continue in whatever measure I can to help the growth of our society and our dear country. Let me, however, use these few moments to speak about something very simple, yet very important. Let us do things right. In our dear country, many things, simple, others not so simple, are often not done as they ought to be done. Some of the things I will mention may not yet concern many of you, but I'm certain that as you progress in life, they will become part of your own portion. First, let us be mindful of the proper use of titles. Today, we have among us graduates who have earned the PhD degree through a prescribed course of academic study and research, and are by right entitled to place the prefix DR before their names, just as medical doctors do. It is important that we respect the distinction between titles conferred upon the successful completion of an academic program and honorary titles or degrees conferred in recognition of distinguished achievements and contribution. The latter are no less deserving of respect. They are simply earned in a different way, not through a prescribed course of study, but through a record of accomplishment, service, or contribution worthy of recognition. The same principle applies to the national honors. For those who have been privileged to receive honors conferred by the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it is not enough merely to receive the honor. we should know what the law and established practice require of us. This includes understanding how the associated titles are properly used. Where a person has received more than one national honor, the higher ranking honor is appropriately used, while the lower ranking one is dropped. These may appear to be small matters, but respect for the law and proper observance of established conventions are reflections of our character. Then, there is this thing called African time. Dear graduates, I urge you to jettison the expression and, more importantly, the attitude it represents. There is no such thing as African time. When an event is scheduled for a particular time, we should make every effort to be there at that time, or better still, a little earlier. To me, time is money, and timeliness is godliness. Being habitually late is not merely inconvenient. It can be stressful. It diminishes one's reputation, and more fundamentally, convey a lack of consideration for other people. Conversely, punctuality is often regarded as a mark of responsibility, discipline, integrity, and trustworthiness. Dear graduates, as you step from this university into the global marketplace of life, I urge you to carry with you the values of thoroughness, responsibility, integrity, timeliness, and respect for the law. These are simple values, but they are enduring values, and they have consistently distinguished men and women who make a positive and lasting impact in society. Go out there and be great ambassadors of Lagos State University. Many of you will carry the green passport of our dear country, and wherever you go, you will inevitably become part of the Nigerian story. Make yours a story that enhances the image of Nigeria. Finally, let me say this. Do not merely aspire to succeed. Aspire to do things right. Congratulations once again to all the graduates and awardees. Great Lasu. Great Lasu. Great Lasu. Thank you, and God bless Lagos State University.
Thank you so very much. Let us clap for him and appreciate him the more. Now, Dr. Akinkekere Ekun, OFR. Thank you so very much, sir. Thank you so very much. Chancellor, sir, on that note, I would love to now invite Dr. Mrs. Harriet Ann Omobolanle Bola Adeshola to give a 2-3 minute comment. Thank you so very much, ma. Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Before I do the protocols, I would just like to say to the registrar that he obviously didn't listen to Mr. Kekere Ekun when he spoke about not using the title of doctor. This is honorary. I'm deeply humbled. I appreciate it, but I think it would diminish what the graduates and those who actually earned their PhD today have done. Congratulations to the graduates. You are the real doctors. We are honorary doctors. So, registrar, please take note. I will stand on existing protocols, but I must recognize the Chief Justice of the Federation, my learned senior. I must also recognize my governor, the governor of our beloved state, the visitor, and the deputy governor, and of course, my fellow graduate, ladies and gentlemen. For me, receiving this recognition from this institution that plays a great and important role in developing human capital in Lagos State is a true honor, and I'm really, really deeply humbled. But my journey is not one that I've done on my own. And therefore, first, I'd like to thank God, because we take a lot of things for granted. I think everything starts and finishes with God. I'd also like to thank my family. My family is here, my dear husband, my twin daughters, who are the wind beneath my wings and enable me to fly. I would also like to thank those who have given me the opportunity to serve, including my governor once again, who has called me not once, not twice, to support efforts of our beloved state to be able to flourish. Throughout my career, I'll just say two things. One of the things that's very close to my heart is the empowerment of women and the urgent need also for businesses and institutions that are sustainable, not just for today, but for generations to come. I strongly believe that where women participate and lead, communities thrive. And so I congratulate all the women who not just getting their PhD and studying, but have lived multiple lives in the process of being awarded your PhDs today. Graduates, congratulations. I would say Nigeria has many challenges, one of which obviously is human capital. But again, in this room is represented the human potential to really make our beloved Lagos State and Nigeria as a whole succeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I receive this honor, I recommit myself to continuing to contribute to the development of Lagos State and Nigeria, to strengthening institutions and supporting education, health, and enterprise. Once again, I thank the Pro-Chancellor, the Vice-Chancellor, the Chancellor, the Senate and Governing Council for this exceptional honor and for welcoming me into the Lasu family. So I can also say, great Lasuites, great Lasuites, great Lasuites. I will wear this with gratitude and as a renewed charge to continue investing in growth and investment of Lagos State and Nigeria and of the institutions that shape our collective future. May Lagos State University continue to flourish. May Lagos State continue to prosper. And may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. A round of applause for Mrs. Harriet and Omobolanle Bola Adesola, please. Thank you. A round of applause. Please continue to applaud her. With your permission, Chancellor, sir, I would now love to invite the representative of Aliko Dangote GCON, his daughter, Hajia Fatima Dangote, to speak for 2-3 minutes, please. Thank you.
I will just make it as brief as possible. My father is unavoidably absent from the country, hence why he's not here with us today, but he sends his apologies. I will read his speech. I'll make it short, as he would have if he was here. I'm deeply humbled and honored to receive this honorary doctorate degree from Lagos State University, Ojo. I accept it with profound gratitude to the Governing Council, Senate management, staff, students, alumni, and the entire Lasu community. This honor is not mine alone. It reflects the collective effort of the thousands of men and women who have worked with me over the years to build institutions, create jobs, and contribute in a modest but determined way to the progress of Nigeria and Africa. I accept this award on behalf of the entire Dangote team and all who continue to believe in Africa's possibility. Let me use this opportunity to commend the remarkable transformation taking place at Lagos State University under the leadership of its visitor, His Excellency, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council, Mr. Babatunde Ogala, SAN. I especially commend the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Obiemi, MNI, for steering the institution towards greater achievements as a former state-owned university in the country. Under their stewardship, LASU continues to build on the vision of its founding fathers while responding to the demands of a changing Nigeria and an increasingly competitive global environment. As private citizens, we must equally play our part. Hence why through the Aliko Dangote Foundation, we have launched a $70 million annual education scholarship for the next 10 years. This program is designed to support students across the nation in secondary schools to universities, including polytechnics. This scheme also caters to training teachers, support for STEM and TVET programs. The president of Dangote Group, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, DCON, has also asked that I announce the donation through the Aliko Dangote Foundation of 600 million naira girls hostel to this great institution of Lasu. Additionally, all first-class graduates in engineering and sciences from this graduating class, upon completion of their NYC, will be given preferential consideration for job opportunities at the Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemical Complex. Once again, I thank Lagos State University for this great honor. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, duly and ably represented by his daughter. A round of applause for her as she takes her seat. Thank you so very much. We equally thank the Dangote Foundation. Please. Thank you. The university is grateful. Chancellor, sir, while we were doing all those ones, we do have in our midst who joined us, who honored us with his present, Ibagani Abiodun Ige Adams, the Are Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land. Thank you so very much for coming. We equally have Honorable Senator Ganiu Solomon and two of our distinguished distinguished Professor Sani Amido and distinguished Professor Rafiu Okuneye. Thank you so very much for honoring us with your presence. On that note, sir, Chancellor, with your permission, I would now love to invite our visitor, the visitor to Lagos State University, the governor of Lagos State, Mr. Governor, Mr. Selebu, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, the visitor and governor to Lagos State, to address the convocation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. We are Lasu. We are Lasu. Lasu na helele. Lasu na wayao. Lasu na helele. Lasu na wayao. No campus be like no campus day like eh oh one Lasu na helele, Lasu na helele, Lasu na helele, Lasu na wayao. No campus
be like no campus be like one Lasu na. If you go to Unilag, na your fault. If you go to Oxford, if you go to Harvard, na your fault. Even if you go to UI, na your. Na only Lasu, na ibi baba o, na àtìgbà táláyé ti dáyé, kò sọ́mọ Lasu tó ṣoríbu. Àtìgbà táláyé ti dáyé, kò sọ́mọ Lasu ní Lasu. Ní àti wá o, kẹ̀kẹ́ excellence tó ṣamọ̀nà wá. Ní Lasu, ní àti wá o, kẹ̀kẹ́ praise tó ṣamọ̀nà wá. Kẹ̀kẹ́ excellence. Bógun bá dé kò gbé wa fò. Kẹ̀kẹ́ excellence. Bógun bá. Governor dey pass governor, oh aya. Lagos na super. Governor dey pass governor, oh aya. Lagos na super.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, oh. Lagos na hero ma ló jẹ́ o. Hero ma. Mo ní sẹ́rí gọ́vnà tẹ̀rí yẹn. Hero ma ló jẹ́ o. Hero ma. Mo ní àní bàbá kan bàbá ara tó mọ. Kò fi wá ṣeré bàbá ara. Lasu àní bàbá kan bàbá ara tó mọ yìí. Kò fi wá ṣeré. 3 American fundamental gbosa for the best governor in Nigeria and the world at large. Gbosa man. 3 fundamental gbosa for our own distinguished vice chancellor. Gbosa man. Thank you so very much,
And
sir.
one Gbosa to the Lasu.
3 fundamental gbosa for every distinguished Lasuite, world-class Lasuite in this building. Gbosa man. Yo. Thank you so very much, sir.
Let's
God
give him
bless
a big round of applause. Thank you very much. The Chief Judge of Nigeria, a daughter that we're truly pleased in Lagos, Honorable Justice Kudirat Kekere Okun, and her amiable husband, Mr. Akikekere Okun, the recipient of today. Let me thank you, ma, for the great work you are doing for this country in Abuja. You and the entire judiciary. It's an honor to have you join us here today, and you start quietly. All the hours that we've had here, we acknowledge you, ma, cherish you. God bless you. To my able deputy, who is also the flag bearer of our party, very hardworking, dedicated, loyal deputy governor, Dr. Kadiri Obafemi Hamzat, and his amiable wife, Mrs. Oluremi Hamzat, acknowledge you. I wish you well. By the grace of God, when the time permits, you also will stand on this podium as a visitor to this great citadel of learning. To the Chancellor, and who is also a graduate of today, one of our finest, who is also showing how the true leadership of a traditional institution could also be. Royal Majesty Omofolarin Gunsanwo, the Alara of Alara, and our Chancellor, thank you very much. This is your first outing, and you have done very, very, very well here today. To the Pro-Chancellor, and one of our legal luminary in this country, a very erudite scholar, and you can see that indeed the Pro-Chancellor that is of his beat. My friend and my brother, Sir Ogala, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Abatunde Ogala. Thank you. And to the Senior Abiyamo of Nigeria, the Vice Chancellor of Vice Chancellors, Vice Chancellor of the most sought-after university in the whole country, the Vice Chancellor that has earned to be truly, really called an outstanding Nigerian Lagosian professor. He's now a distinguished professor. Our Vice Chancellor, your Vice Chancellor, and by the grace of God, because he has also done very well, he will also be our outgoing Vice Chancellor, Professor Mrs. Olatunji Bello. Please, let's give her a big, a BME Olatunji Bello. Give her a big round of applause. You know, the protocol today is a lot, and I chose not to follow the order so that I can get to me. But I want to acknowledge our uncles that are in the midst. Mr. and Mrs. Makonjola, thank you very much. I want to acknowledge Elijah Jakonde. I want to acknowledge our leaders, our fathers that are here, all of it. KBAC, Chibayo Kuku, thank you very much. You have all sat down peacefully for almost 3 hours event. I want to thank you all very much. And to the real graduates of today, almost 370 of you, I think you deserve another big round of applause. You're all welcome to the larger Lasu family, distinguished guests, to all of our Lasuites that are here. Great Lasu, we are Lasu, we are Lasu, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I've stood on many podiums in the course of my service in Lagos. I've addressed presidents, I've addressed parliament, I've addressed investors, I've addressed engineers, monarchs, and I've addressed several congregations. But I say today, at remaining only 283 days before I eat that May 29th, without any hesitation, this podium here today means a lot to me. This one is one podium that I will cherish for a very long time. And no address has been harder than to begin this one. This is my 6th convocation as a visitor to the Lagos State University, and it will be my last. Every journey announces the ending long before we are ready to hear it. Today, I hear it loud and clear. And rather than mourn it, I have chosen to do what Lagosians do best when things like this turn up. I've come here to celebrate that season. So let me begin where my heart that I began. 22,640 graduates of the 2024-2025 academic session, the largest graduating cohort of this university. I congratulate you. I congratulate the parents, told, saved, who prayed, pushed. I congratulate the graduates and sponsors, spouses, when believed it was expensive. And I congratulate the lecturers who refused to let potentials go to waste. Among you today are 494 first-class graduates. Among you, Ailara Lawal Olawale of Department of Project Management, who finished with a grade point of 4.96. Among us today is also Adebanjo Samuel Oluolumide of the Department of Aeroscience Engineering, who finished with a grade point of 4.97. A son of Lagos, who studied the science of flight and came with 300 of percentage. It is as if this university wished to remind us that Lasu, the sky is not a limit. The sky is indeed a syllabus. But let me also honor those whose triumph does not transmit any record. Some of you crossed the stage carrying stories that only your families know. You traded in the morning and you read at night. You studied by phone lights when the power failed. You buried loved ones in the middle of the semester, and you still return to sit for your examination. Your certificates are not merely earned, they are testimonies. When you rise today, rise to every version of yourself that wanted to quit. But guess what? You did not. And so I've also not forgotten the over 3,383 postgraduate graduates. Among them, 238 new doctorals of philosophy. You remind us that this university learning has a ceiling. To you falls a special duty to expand the frontiers of knowledge, to mentor those coming behind you, and to keep scholarship in the service of human progress. Permit me, as your visitor, one last look to look backward before, but what for we need to look forward. 43 years ago, a governor of blessed memory, Alhaji Lateef Kayode Jakonde, his amiable wife is still here with us today. His son was one of the young PhD holders that I also gave a handshake to today. And you can see that the LKJ spirit is still with us in Lasu. They planted a seed here in Ojo. I hear that Oniba wants it to be Iba, but it is in Ojo. He believed a truth that was radical in his time, that the children of a fisherman in Ekpe, of the traders in Mushi, of that artisan in Agege, or in Ajay City, Ajegunle, deserve a university of their own. A university that will truly, really reflect the spirit of Lagos. Not a charity, but a birthright. Everything we celebrate today is a harvest of that audacity. And I acknowledge with gratitude the governors who watered that seed after him. Several other people have come and have watered what we see today as Lasu. Each one of them with his own city. I salute and adore each and every one of you. But look at what the seed has become today. 42 years running, 2025 to 2026. This university has been the most subscribed, sought after, best university in the whole of our country, with more than 84,000 young people choosing Lasu first above every other institution, even my own Unilag. Hello. Times Higher Education has ranked Lasu as the best state university and the third best university overall in Sub-Saharan. For 4 consecutive years, 2022 to 2025, Lasu has been rated the best university in West Africa on the UI Green Metric World University Ranking. She deserves the world as co-chair of United Nations Academic Impact Hub for affordability and clean energy. It is Lasu we're still talking about. And now Lasu has been selected as the sole Southwest home to TEDFund 3 billion Naira Center for Artificial Intelligence, Robotics, and Cyber Science, placing your university at the very frontier of technology that will define this country. Excellencies is no longer something Lasu aspires to. Excellency is now something Lasu is asking to explain. When I assumed office in 2019, I made a covenant with the young people in this state that under our Teams Plus agenda, education and technology will not just be footnotes to governance. They will be a beating heart. Standing here today at my final convocation as your visitor, I can report to you with every sense of humility, but with pride and joy that we have kept faith with that covenant. On this very campus, we have built and we have commissioned what we have humbly called the Babaji Olushola Library Complex, the largest university library in the whole of Sub-Saharan Africa. Your students have given it a name that no committee could have invented. They call it the Theater of Dreams. I can think of no higher review. I said on the day we opened the doors, and I repeat it today, that buildings is not a monument to just a name. It is a covenant with the future. Long after the plaques are faded, a child of Lagos will sit in this reading hall at midnight, refusing to give up. And that child, not the plaque, is the point. Is that child, when all the ovation and all the plaques have dimmed, is that child that will use that university library? Is the point where we had to do what we had to do. We built the largest student union building of any university size in this country because we understand that leadership, and you can see them here this afternoon, they too, their curriculum, and that men and women who will one day govern Lagos State and Nigeria are learning their first lesson in that student union building. We invested in new students' accommodation. Here it's over 8,000 space for them, so that the distance between the student and our dream will no longer be measured in the bus fare along the Lagos-Badagry Expressway. We raised new lecture theaters and halls across the campus so that no student in this university can ever again have to learn excellence while studying through a window. Brick by brick, all by all, we match our ambition of your minds with the dignity of our surroundings. Yet I will confess to you that the legacy of which I'm proudest, it's still not make the brick for all yet. When this administration began, Lagos State, a state of more than 25 million people, the beating heart of Africa's economy, had exactly one university. One. Today, that same state has 3 universities, with a 4th one on the way. And so from the example and the excellence of Lasu, this administration birthed the Lagos State University of Education here in Ijaniki and in Ekpe, only the 2nd University of Education in the entire Federation, and the Lagos State University of Science and Technology in great city of Ikorodu. And even now, the bill to establish a Lagos State University dedicated to medicine and health sciences is before the Lagos State House of Assembly, so that this state will train at scale healers that truly deserves to nurture people. And because no gate we build should carry a toll that talents cannot pay, we slashed the tuition of the pioneer students of this new university by 65%. Access without affordability is just a promise with just fine prints. We remove those fine prints so that those students can have access. So let it be said of Lasu, she's no longer our only child. Lasu is now the eldest sister of growing family of universities in Lagos, Nigeria. And the great institutions, like great parents, are measured not only by what they achieve, but by what they raise. Lasu is raising other universities. And here, let me extend an open hand to corporate citizens, all our alumni, every Lagosian who calls this place home, every philanthropy, that we need your hand. This is the city that has built all of you. This is the city that has created what you now see as your wealth. Our university requires of you. They want you. Lasu wants you. Each of those universities wants you. Come and build with us in Lasu. Endow a chair. Fund a library. Fund a laboratory. Sponsor a scholar. Few investment on this heart pays dividend for as long as the mind have it to set free. University is one of the best places in the world where you can pay that dividend. And so let me first congratulate our esteemed Chancellor, our brand new Chair-Oba Chancellor, His Royal Majesty Oba Olufolarin Olukayode Ogunsowo, who presides today's as his first convocation ceremony as the Chancellor of our university, and who also himself just earned the degree of Doctor of Business Administration. Your Majesty, a Chancellor who still sits for examination, has preached the finest sermon any university can preach. That learning is long life crown. We are honored of your leadership. We are honored of your humility. We are honored to call you our own Chancellor here today. None of it would stand without the people in whose hands a university actually lives. To the academic staff of this university, you took chalk and made it a torch. You took overcrowded timetables and you under-celebrated salaries and still produced graduates the world now queue to employ. You can see the likes of Dangote Refinery queuing to recruit your best out of this university. Lagos sees you, our lecturers, and Lagos wants to thank all of you. And I charge that those who come after me will keep faith with your welfare, because I know, Ceci, I know how important that your welfare is. And all of our ASU lecturers, I know how important it is to you. And I'm sure that people coming after me will keep faith with what is important to you and will strive to always do the best at all times. To the registrars and the administrators, the librarians, the technologists, the medical staff, the security personnel, the groundkeepers who make this campus worthy of its ranking, the certificates awarded today, they carry all your footprints. And to you, our Madam Vice Chancellor, distinguished Professor Ibiemi Ibilola Olatunji Bello, Providence has arranged a poetry that no speechwriter could. This convocation, like you have said, is your final one as the Vice Chancellor, just as my final as the visitor. And interestingly, the first of the Chancellor, the first of the Pro-Chancellor. History is being made here today. We take a bow together from the same stage on the same day. And so appointing you in 2021 was one of my finest decisions during my tenure. And the records now speak for themselves. Under your watch, Madam Vice Chancellor, this university became the most sought after in Nigeria and the pride of West Africa. You did not merely manage LASU, Madam. You lifted it up as the senior Abiyamo of Nigeria. History will be kind to you because you were kind to history. And as if Providence wished to gild this farewell, the Senate of this university has conferred on you, alongside distinguished Professor Rafi Olaoluwa Okuneye, the rare and the converted rank of distinguished professor. I congratulate you both. Decades of pioneering research, mentorship, and scholarship have earned you a title that no tenure can take away from you. Congratulations, ma'am. In a few weeks, the university will welcome a new Vice Chancellor. To the Council, to the Senate, and the entire LASU community, I give this church. Leadership may change, but the mission must remain endure. The next Vice Chancellor inherits not merely an institution of remarkable distinction, but a secret duty of guarding its accent. Remain united in purpose, and the best of LASU will always be ahead of her. And so when we say we are LASU, let us be true to say that we are the greatest. Today, we also welcome 3 exceptional Nigerians into the family of this university as honorary graduates. I congratulate my bon, a distinguished Lagosian, a one-time pro-chancellor of this university, Mr. Akeke Kiriekun, OFR, a distinguished banker and technocrat, who at one time, like I said, was a pro-chancellor and chairman of governing council of this university. You've labored for LASU. Today, LASU has come back to honor you. We're proud of what you've been. We're proud of your identification with LASU, and we're proud that you can take this honor today. I also congratulate my sister. I keep on making the comment that she fired me at one job. She didn't allow me to work with her at Citibank those days. You know, I will never forget. Mrs. Bola Adeshola, one of the most accomplished bankers of our generation, with over 37 years of distinguished service, and a former chairman, my chairman, of a Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. Thank you very much, ma'am. I also congratulate the only Alhaji and the leader of the private sector, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON, Africa's foremost industrialist, whose refinery on our shores has redrawn the economic map of this continent. In banking, in governance, and in industry, your lives lives to every graduate that is seated here. The summit is reachable from where you sit. We want to thank Alhaji Aliko. He had called me 2 days ago to apologize that I won't be able to make this event, but we're grateful to what he continues to do in Lagos, and this is his university now. And so go back and tell Alhaji that it's more than that. We have to jointly build and build well this university. To my friend and brother, the Pro-Chancellor, who is also receiving his first convocation event today, Mr. Babatunde Ogala, thank you for your leadership. To the entire new council of LASU, thank you. Thank you, sir. We believe that during your tenure, LASU will also receive freshness in which we will take LASU to a higher level than even what it is today. Thank you for the great work. And now to the graduates, my final charge. The last instruction I will give you before this podium as your visitor. I'll keep it simple so that you can carry on with life. Be the proof of what this state university can think. I'll think and I'll build any institution anywhere in the world. Don't limit it to only LASU. Be the proof that the daughter of a market woman can run a boardroom and run it well. And the son of a board conductor can design an aircraft and design it well. The world you are entering will not ask where you graduated before it asks you what you can do. Answer with your competence, answer with your character, answer with your courage, and the world will learn to respect your gown. You have earned the gown today, let the world respect it. Serve something larger than yourself. Degrees can open doors, but only service builds your name. And wherever the tide of life carries you, either in Lekki or in London, either in Ajao and Plata, either in Lagos or in Johannesburg, remain worthy ambassador of this university, this state, and this nation. You are not just living with a certificate, you are living with a covenant, a true covenant that you keep with your heart, that you do your very best to mankind at all times. And so my farewell. I'll come to the words that I've been avoiding all afternoon. On the day we opened the library, your student union conferred on me a title that no gazette will ever print or no protocol officer will ever announce. They called me Baba Aluta of Lasu. I have received national honors and international awards in my life, in my time. And I confess to you freely that few of them have made me smile the way that one did that day. It's always a strong feeling to be called by strong young minds their leader of Aluta. We are Lasu. For titles conferred by government expired with tenure, governor this, governor that, there's so many former. I will also be a former. They will expire with tenure. Titles conferred by students, they are lifetime. In due season, I will hand over the instrument of my office as your democracy demands and as every servant of the people must. But nobody hands over memory. Nobody hands over love. Some evenings in the years to come, I'll pass through the Lagos-Badagry Express Road as a private citizen, and I will see the lights at the great library burning in midnight. I'll see the roads and the gate of Lasu. I will know that somewhere inside it, a child of Lagos is refusing to give up. And in that, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, will be the real legacy that I will have left behind here. And so I left my heart on this campus a long time ago, and I'm not asking it back. I've dropped it already. Class 2024, 2025, class 2025, 2026. Arise and be the proof, be that change that you want, and God Almighty will give you the strength to do it. I bid you farewell as your visitor, but never as your friend, never as your Aluta father. Thank you for the honor of life. God bless Lagos State University. God bless Lagos State. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's been an honor to be your visitor and to be the 15th governor of this great state. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Chancellor, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Chancellor, sir. The next is presentation of appreciation award to Mr. Governor, the visitor to Lagos State University. And that will be done by your humble self, ably assisted by the Pro-Chancellor and the Vice-Chancellor. Thank you.
It is my honor and privilege to present this appreciation award to His Excellency, Mr. Selebu, our amiable governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State and the visitor to the Lagos State University, particularly on the auspicious occasion of this 29th and 30th Convocation ceremony. Thank you very much for everything, sir. We appreciate you, and may God continue to bless you.
I forgot to mention my usual donation support to the best graduating students, Ailara Lawal Olaleye and Adebanjo Samuel Olumide. Each one of you will earn, because it's my last convocation as well, 20 million naira each.
A round of applause to our visitor, His Excellency Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu. A round of applause too, please. We are Lasu, the convocation is still on. Doctorate degree student, please remain seated. Doctorate degree student, please remain seated. Visitors, sir, these best graduating students want to say thank you. Thank you, visitor, sir. Please, a round of applause. Let us continue to clap for our visitor, Mr. Governor, Mr. Selebu. We thank you so very much. Chancellor, sir. Chancellor, sir. With your permission, I'd now like to invite you, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished audience. Please, we are going to come to the end of the convocation ceremony. As the academic procession exit the hall in reverse order, it is expected that all students remain standing until the academic procession exit the hall. So in that regard, sir, I'd love to invite you to now declare the convocation ceremony for the award of academic and professional doctorate degree and conferment of honorary doctorate degree closed. Chancellor, sir.
Hello.
It is my honor and privilege to now declare the 29th and 30th combined convocation ceremony of today closed. Thank you and God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we allow the academic procession to leave the hall in reverse order. That has been the success story. Please maintain your standing posture as we allow the academic procession to leave the hall in reverse order. Please remain standing as we allow the academic procession to leave the hall in reverse order. Please. You can exit the hall through the other doors. Leave the central door for the academic procession as it leaves the hall in reverse order. That has been the success story of the Lagos State University 29th and 30th Convocation ceremony coming to a close. We thank the visitor to Lagos State University. We thank the Deputy Governor. We thank the Chancellor, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Council, Vice Chancellor, members of the management, Deans, the Deputy Vice Chancellors, thank you so much. Members of Lagos State University community, our respected professors, deans of faculties, graduates, all the senior deputy registrars, senior deputy bursars, directors of centers, coordinator of centers, thank you so very much. All our royal fathers, thank you so much for coming. All royal fathers, thank you so much for coming. Let's allow the academic procession to leave the hall in reverse order, please. Congratulations to all the awardees. Congratulations to Lasu. This is the success story, the beauty of academic works. This is Lagos State. This is Lagos State University, Center of Excellence, State of Aquatic Splendor. Congratulations to us. Thank you so much, captains of industries, leaders of nations, faculty deans. This is your story. This is the beauty of the work you have been doing for all the months and the years. Let us allow the academic procession to leave the hall in reverse order. All our guests can leave the hall through the other doors. Leave the central door for the academic procession. Kábíyèsí Onirisha, Kábíyèsí o, Kábíyèsí o, Kábíyèsí o, and all the royal fathers, we say thank you so much for coming. Ọba Oníbàẹ̀kùn of Ibaland, Ọba Dr. Sulaiman Raji Ashade, thank you for coming. The Ayangunrin of Ikorodu, thank you for being here. Olojo of Ojo Kingdom, we celebrate you. We allow the academic procession to leave the hall in reverse order. Thank you so much. Alakeson of Akeson Kingdom, Onishari, thank you so much for coming. Kábíyèsí, Kábíyèsí, ẹ ṣé o, àjọṣe ti ẹ̀mí o, ìrùkẹ̀rẹ̀ Adéokìnní, Oníbàẹ̀kùn of Iba, Kábíyèsí Ọba Sulaiman Raji Ashade, Kábíyèsí, Ayangunrin of Ikorodu, Kábíyèsí, Ọlọ́jọ̀ of Ọ̀jọ́, Kábíyèsí, Aki gbogbo ládéládé. The academic procession is still leaving the hall in reverse order. 29th and 30th Convocation Ceremony. This is our success story. Honorable Duke of Lagos, I celebrate you, Duke of Lagos. Congratulations. All our media partners, NTA, TVC, LTV, channels, all prints, The Nation, The Punch, The Guardian, The Tribune, all of you will celebrate you. Members of staff of Lasu,